Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Mathematics Exchange. My name is Sonali Chaudhary. This is part 2 of polynomial series of CBSE class 10. Before watching this video, I recommend you to watch my video on relationship between zeros and its and coefficient of polynomial. We see NCERT exercise 2.2 of chapter 2 of polynomial. First question is, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So first we have to find out the factors, that means the zeros of the polynomial, and after finding out these zeros we have to verify the relationship by using the formulas that we have seen in previous video. So first quadratic polynomial is x square minus 2x minus 8. So first thing, we find the zeros of the above polynomial. So given polynomial is x square minus 2x minus 8. Now to find the zeros, we have to factorize the given polynomial. So we factorize these by using splitting the middle term. So here coefficient of x square is 1. So obviously product term is minus 8. So suppose product term we write down here is equal to minus 8 and the addition subtraction term is minus 2. So we have to find out two such numbers having product minus 8 and addition or subtraction minus 2. So the two numbers are obviously 4 and 2, and now we have to check for their sign. So since the product term is negative, obviously one of the term is negative and one of the term is positive, then only it is possible that we get negative term. Now we look at the middle term. In the middle term it is having sign minus, so always assign middle term sign to the biggest number. So here 4 is the biggest number, we assign minus sign, and other number must be positive because product is negative. Now we check for both the condition. So 4 to the 8 and minus plus is minus, so product is appropriate. Now for addition or subtraction, minus plus is minus, 4 minus 2 is 2 and bigger number sign. So we use splitting middle term. Write down the first term of the polynomial as it is and split the middle term into these two factors, that is minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Now grouping the terms, so take x common from the first two terms, so we get x into x minus 4 plus, now in the next two term 2 common, so we get x minus 4. Now x minus 4 is common here, so x minus 4 into x plus 2. So these are the factors of the given polynomial. Now we have to find out the zeros. Therefore zeros of x square minus 2x minus 8 are when x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So here we get x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 2. So the two zeros we obtain here are 4 and minus 2. Therefore zeros are 4 and minus 2. So these are the zeros, that is 4 and minus 2. Now the next thing, we have to verify a relationship between the zeros and its coefficient. So verification. So in verification process, what we have to do, just we actually find out the sum of zeros of the given zeros, and then we verify whether the sum is same as by using the formulas. So sum of zeros is equal to, we actually do the addition of the 0, that is 4 plus minus 2. So plus minus become minus, so 4 minus 2 here and 4 minus 2 is 2. Now this is the value for sum of 0 by actually performing the addition of these two zeros. Now we verify whether we get the same value by the formula sum of zeros. Now according to our formula, we know that coefficient minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So these formulas are already told. So minus coefficient of x is here minus 2. So this is the minus sign of formula. Upon coefficient of x square is 1. So minus minus become plus, and 2 by 1 is 2. So this is the sum of zeros. Now we check for product of zeros. So sum of zeros, we get the same value in both the cases. So we now find out product of zeros. So product of zeros, we have the zeros, that is 4 and minus 2. So actually multiply the zeros. So 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Now product of 0 by relationship is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. So constant term upon coefficient of x square. So in this polynomial, constant term is minus 8 and coefficient of x square is 1. So minus 8 upon 1 is minus 8. Since we get the same values in both the cases, hence verified here. Second given polynomial is four s square minus 4s plus 1. Again we factorize it. In this polynomial, the square term having the coefficient other than 1. So in such type of cases, always the product term is nothing but multiplication of the coefficient of square term into constant term. So product term is here 4 into 1, that is 4, and the middle term is minus 4 here. So we have to choose such two numbers whose product is 4 and whose addition subtraction is minus 4. So obviously 2 2s are 4 and 2 plus 2 is 4. Now we apply the sign here. Now middle term is negative, so we apply negative sign to one of the two numbers. Now we check for the product term sign. In this, product is positive, so obviously product will be positive if and only if both the terms are negative or both the terms are positive. Now since the middle term is negative, is having negative sign, so we have to apply negative sign to both the numbers. So we get minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4 and minus 2 plus minus 2 is minus 4. So by splitting the middle term, write down the first term of the polynomial as it is, split the middle term, so we get minus 2s minus 2s plus 1. Make the grouping of the terms. Now take 2s common from first two term, so inside the bracket we get 2s minus 1. Now here the signs are reversed, so we have to take minus 1 common, so that we get 2s minus 1 here. So the factors are 2s minus 1 and 2s minus 1, that is 2s minus 1 square. So the factors are repeated here. Therefore the zeros of given polynomial are when 2s minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. So 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 here. So 2s is equal to 1. So s is equal to 1 by 2. So the factors are repeating here. Therefore zeros are 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Two zeros are having the same value. Now we verify the relationship. So verification. Now in this question I solve by second method. In another way we can also solve the same problem. So sum of zeros is equal to actual product is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So that is equal to, they are having same denominator here, so 2, and addition of numerator is 2 again, 1 plus 1 is 2, so 2 by 2 is 1. Now we check whether this it verify the relationship or not. So for this we go by the formula directly, that is standard form is ax square plus bx plus c, and by the standard form we know the formula, that is sum of zeros is equal to, so the formula is minus b upon a. So this is the standard form of the quadratic polynomial, and if we compare the given polynomial with the standard form or general form of the polynomial, so we get the values of a, b and c. So the given polynomial is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Now if we compare this, so we get a is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to 1. Now substitute this value in this formula, so minus b is minus 4 upon a is 4. So minus of minus 4 is plus 4 and plus 4 by 4 get cancel here, so we get 1. So sum of zeros in both the cases, we get the value same here. Now the next is product of zeros, that is equal to actual product of zeros is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So that is equal to 1 by 4. Now product of zeros is equal to c upon a. Now c is 1 here, c is 1 here, so 1 by a is 4. So we get the same values, therefore we write down hence verified. Now we solve the third problem. So the given polynomial is six x square minus 3 minus 7. Now if we observe this polynomial, it is not in the way of general form. So first we arrange the terms, so 6x square minus 7x minus 3, and after then we factorize the given polynomial. Obviously again the square term is having the coefficient other than 1, so the product term is here 6 into minus 3, that is coefficient of x square term into the constant term, so minus 18, and addition subtraction term is here minus 7. So the two numbers having the product minus 18 and having the addition subtraction minus 7 is 9 to the 18. Now apply the signs. So middle term is having negative sign, assign the sign to the largest number, and product is negative, so both the terms are never be negative or positive. One of the is negative and one other term is positive. So 9 is negative here, so 2 is positive here. So by splitting the middle term, first term is 6x square, split the middle term, minus 9x plus 2x minus 3, make the grouping. So take 3x common, so we get 3 to the 6, 2x minus 3 plus 2x plus 1 into 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3 is common here, we get 3x plus 1 into another bracket. So these are the factor. Now we have to find out the zeros, therefore zeros of the given polynomial are when 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we get 2x is equal to 3 and 3x is equal to minus 1. So the zeros we obtained are x is equal to 3 by 2 and x is equal to minus 1 by 3 here. Therefore zeros are 3 by 2 comma minus 1 by 3. So these are the two zeros we obtained. Now we go for verification. Therefore sum of zeros is equal to actual sum we find out here. So 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 3 by 2. Now this plus minus become minus. Now we take the LCM, so 3 2 is 6. Now cross multiply the terms, so 3 3 is 9 minus 2 1 is 2. 9 minus 2 is 7 upon 6. Now let us calculate sum of zeros by the formula. So sum of zeros is equal to minus b upon a. Now we compare the given polynomial with the standard form. So given polynomial is 6 square minus 7x minus 3. So general form is ax square plus bx plus c. So we get from this the values of ABC. So a is 6 here, b is minus 7 here, and c is minus 3 here. Now we substitute the values here. So b is minus 7. Now minus of minus 7 upon a is 6. So minus of minus is plus. So 7 by 6. So by actually calculating values of the zeros, sum of zeros, we get the same values. We get the value 7 by 6, and by the formula we get the value 7 by 6. Hence sum of zeros is verified. Now we calculate for product of zeros. So zeros are 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. So actual product is 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3 here. Now these 3 and 3 get cancelled. So these 3 and these 3 get cancelled here. So we get minus 1 by 2. Now product of zeros by using the relationship, that is c upon a. So c is minus 3 here and a is 6 here. So 3 minus 3 by 6, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So minus 1 by 2. So the product of zeros in both the cases are same. Hence verified. So the relationship between the zeros and coefficient get verified here. Now the fourth question is 4u square plus 8u. So given polynomial here is 4u square plus 8u. Now in this polynomial the constant term is missing here. So we have to factorize only these two terms. So we have to take 4u common, as 4u is common from both the terms. So 4u, take 4u common. So from the first term we get inside the bracket u, plus from the second term we get 2 here. So 4u into u plus 2. Now we have to find the zeros. So zeros of 4u square plus 8u is when 4u is equal to 0 or u plus 2 is equal to 0. So u is equal to 0 by 4 is 0. So this is the first 0, and u is equal to minus 2. This is the second 0. Therefore zeros are 0 comma minus 2. Now we have the zeros of the polynomial, that is 0 comma minus 2. So 0 can also be 0 of the polynomial. Now we verify the relationship. Sum of zeros is equal to 0 plus minus 2, that is minus 2. Now we calculate sum of zeros by using the formula. So that is minus b upon a. So given polynomial is 4u square plus 8u, plus now the constant term we have to take here 0, because we have to compare this polynomial with the general form. So ax square plus bx plus c, au square plus bu plus c, because the polynomial is given in terms of u, variable u. So a is 4 here, b is 8 here, and c is 0 here. So substitute values, that is minus sum of zeros is equal to minus b is 8 here upon a is 4. So minus 8 by 4 is 4 2s are 8, so minus 2. So we get the same values in both the cases. Hence sum of zeros is verified. Now we check for product of zeros. So actual product is 0 into minus 2, that is 0. Now product of zeros is having the formula C by A. Now in this case C is 0 here and value of A is 4 here. So 0 by 4 is 0 again. Hence product of zeros have the same values in both the cases. Hence verified here. Now in question 5, given polynomial is t square minus 15. In this polynomial the middle term is missing, so we have to arrange this polynomial in the form a square minus b square, so that we apply the identity of a square minus b square, so we get a plus b into a minus b. So we know that 15 is the perfect square of root 15, because square root of 15 and square get cancelled here, so that we get the value 15. So we write down root 15 as a square root of 15 whole square. Now this is in the standard form of a square minus b square, so apply identity a minus b into a plus b. So we get t minus root 15 in bracket and in another bracket t plus root 15. So these are the factors. Now we have to find zeros, so we write down therefore zeros of given polynomial is when it is equated to 0. So t minus root 15 is equal to 0 or t plus root 15 is equal to 0. Therefore we get t is equal to root 15 or t is equal to minus root 15. So the two zeros are root 15 and minus root 15. Therefore zeros are root 15 comma minus root 15. Therefore sum of zeros is equal to root 15 plus minus root 15. So that is 0, and sum of zeros is equal to minus b upon a. Now the given polynomial is t square minus 15. Since the middle term is missing here, so t square minus 0t minus 15. Therefore when we compare with the standard form, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to minus 15. Substituting the values in the formula, minus b is 0 here, 0 upon a is 1 here, so 0 by 1 is 0. So sum of zeros is verified. Now we check for product of zeros. So product of zeros is equal to root 15 into minus root 15. So minus root 15 into root 15 is root 15 square, square root get cancelled, so minus 15. This is the product of zeros, and by the formula product of zeros is c by a. So from the values we have calculated, is c having minus 15 value and a is having 1. So substituting here minus 15 upon 1, that is equal to minus 15. Since in both the cases we get the same value, hence verified. Last problem of question 2 is 3x square minus x minus 4. Factorize it. 3x square. By factorizing this polynomial, we get 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. So grouping the terms, so we get x common from first two terms, so x into 3x minus 4 plus take 1 common, we get 3x minus 4. So that is equal to x plus 1 into 3x minus 4. Therefore zeros are when x plus 1 is equal to 0 and 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x plus 1 is equal to 0, we get x is equal to minus 1, and 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, we get x is equal to 4 by 3. So the zeros are minus 1 and 4 by 3. Therefore zeros of 3x square minus x minus 4 are minus 1 and 4 by 3. Now sum of zeros is equal to minus 1 plus 4 by 3, that is equal to minus 3 plus 4 upon 3, that is 1 by 3. And by the formula, sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. So we calculate here the values of a, b, c. So a is 3, b is minus 1 and c is minus 4. So minus 1 upon 3, that is 1 by 3. Since both the values are same here, hence sum of zeros is verified. Now we check for product of zeros. Product of zeros is equal to, zeros are minus 1 and 4 by 3. So take the product, minus 1 into 4 by 3. So product of zeros is equal to minus 4 by 3. Product of zeros is equal to c by a. The value of c is minus 4 and the value of a is 3, that is minus 4 by 3. Since in both the cases product of zeros have the same value, that is minus 4 by 3, hence verified. This is the question number 2 from NCERT exercise 2.2. Find a quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. So in the first sub question we have given the first number as the sum and the second number as its product of its zero, and from this sum of zeros and product of zeros we have to form a quadratic polynomial. We form a quadratic polynomial by using the formula that just we have discussed here. So we go by this formula. So for this we first here we take alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4. Suppose you are having already we are consider alpha and beta are zeros. So here the sum of zeros is 1 by 4. So alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4, and alpha into beta, that is product of zeros, is minus 1. So the polynomial form we write down here, the polynomial form is, so x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Now substitute these values in this equation. So x square minus sum of zeros is 1 by 4. So x square minus 1 by 4 into x plus product of zeros is minus 1. So we have to solve this. Therefore we get x square minus 1 by 4 into x. Now this plus minus become minus 1. So now since the middle term is having the coefficient 1 by 4, so we have to take some constant k for this polynomial. So we write down here, therefore the polynomial is, now we have to take some constant k, that is k into x square minus 1 by 4 into x minus 1, because we have to take this LCM of whole this expression, and so we multiply this with a constant k so that we get a required quadratic polynomial. So what we have to do here, just we have to take the value of k as a 4. Suppose we write down here, if k is equal to 4, then the required polynomial is, so then the polynomial is, so what we get, 4 into x square minus x minus 4. So this is the required polynomial if we have given. So how this is obtained, we just take the LCM as 4. So here we already explained that if it is a multiple of some constant k is equal to 4, and this constant k is equal to 4 is obtained from taking the LCM of whole polynomial. So we have to multiply with the 4, so 4x square minus x minus 4, because LCM is 4 here. So this is the required polynomial, that is 4x square minus x minus 4. Second values we have given root 2 and 1 by 3. So again, so for this sum of zeros is root 2, so alpha plus beta is equal to root 2, and product of 0 is 1 by 3. So alpha into beta is 1 by 3. So the polynomial form will be like this, x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So x square minus sum of zeros is root 2 into x plus product of zeros is 1 by 3. Therefore what we get, x square minus root 2x plus 1 by 3. But it must have to be multiplied with some constant k, because in this case also we have constant that is having fraction number, because in polynomial all the values must be a real number. So we have to take it is a multiple of some constant k. Therefore the polynomial is k into x square minus root 2x plus 1 by 3. So if k is equal to 3, because we have to take LCM 3 here, so take the value of constant k as 3. So the polynomial obtained is, polynomial is 3x square minus, multiply with 3 root 2x plus 1. You have to multiply this number with all the other terms. So this is the required polynomial, that is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. So whenever we have any fraction as a coefficient or constant number, then always you have to take the constant k. In third question we have given 0 comma root 5. So let sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is equal to 0, and product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, is equal to root 5. So just like in first and second we have to go by the same procedure. Therefore the polynomial form is x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So x square minus sum of zeros, that is 0 into x plus product of zeros is root 5. Now the middle term is 0 here, so x square plus root 5. Now look at this example. In this case we get a real number here, so no need to take a constant k. So the required polynomial is, we can directly write down the required polynomial is x square plus root 5. So this is your final answer. In fourth example, sum of zeros, so let it be taken as alpha plus beta is equal to 1 and product of zeros is also 1. Therefore the polynomial form is x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Substitute values here. X square minus sum of zeros is 1, so 1 into x plus product of zeros is 1. So we get the required polynomial, that is x square minus x plus 1. So this is the required polynomial. Again let alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 4. Alpha into beta is equal to 1 by 4. Therefore the polynomial form will be x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So x square minus sum of zeros is minus 1 by 4 into x plus product of zeros is 1 by 4. So this minus minus become 1 by plus 1 by 4 x plus 1 by 4. Now again we have a non-real number here, so take it will be a multiple of some constant k. Therefore the polynomial is k into x square plus 1 by 4 into x plus 1 by 4, and if k is equal to 4, then the required polynomial is 4x square plus x plus 1. So this is the required polynomial when we have a constant k is equal to 4, which is required polynomial. So the sixth question is, given the zeros are 4 and 1, sum of zeros is 4 and product of 0 is 1. So let alpha plus beta is equal to 4, alpha into beta is equal to 1. Therefore polynomial form is x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So x square minus sum of zeros is 4 into x plus product of 0 is 1. So which is the required polynomial? Which is required polynomial, because in this we get all the coefficient and constant as a real number, so no need to take a multiplier with some constant k. So x square minus 4x plus 1 is the required polynomial. This is all about NCERT exercise 2.1. Thanks for watching video.